Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Welcome, one and all. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, listen. I'll just put a little message here in the box. Okay. Okay. Lydia, did you get the message? Huh? It's anyway, fancy. Thank you so much for being here first. Uh okay. Yeah, so just give me a chance. Uh so happy Independence Day for those of you here in the US. And uh, so hmm, all right. And let's get on with it. There is the happy couple right there. So there was a news update for the visit to the UK. Not exactly going according to plan, but when you're dealing with those people, it never does, or is it never do? Never does. Um, there you go. So Prince Harry will not be joined by Meghan and children on London trip. So if reports are correct, they were vacationing in Europe. We don't know where, but well, I mean, they may have been visiting family or resort or something like that. They may have been visiting with Beatrice or Eugenie or both. Um, it's hard to say. Nobody knows. And of course, there is a trip to Althorpe. Let me see here. I don't recall what days Althorpe is closed, but let me take a look and see. The Althorpe estate. Okay, I'm going to check and see what day they are closed. So they are open July 1st through the 31st of August. That's their season for visits. But what day are they closed? Let me take a look and see. Oh my goodness. Okay. Closure. Okay, so well, it's listed somewhere. And I suppose that'll be the days that they're visiting. Well, I saw the date and now I don't know where it is, but they will be closed for just a couple of days. And I suppose that will be the, oh, yeah, state closure is temporary. That is the 10th and the 11th. Those are the dates that they will be closed. So that's about a week from now, right? Let me see, the 10th and the 11th. And I'm going to suppose that those are the days that the Sussexes will be staying there. Right? The 10th and the 11th. All right, let me take a look at the calendar so I can see what days of the week that is. The heck is my calendar in? Oh, there it is. Okay, so the 10th is on a Friday and Saturday, the 10th and the 11th. So a week from today, they'll be closed Friday and Saturday. Yeah, so there you go. Hey, C. Clark, or I'm sorry, is that right? C.R. Clark? C.R. Lake. Clark Lake. How do you say that? Anyway, thanks for being here. All right. And of course, this is one of my favorite photos. This land is our land. This land is your land. From anyway, you know how that song goes. Well, even though there has been an attempt to make certain people feel unwelcome in this country, um, there's a lot of us that were born here, like most of us, and we're never going to let them take that away. This is one of my favorite photos. I don't even know where this photo comes from, but as you can see, it is a parade, obviously. And I'm going to guess this was during the civil rights movement, especially the way they're dressed. But yeah, that's one of my favorite photos. Just a reminder who actually built this country, built the White House, built the Capitol building, um, helped to make it one of the wealthiest, if not the wealthiest countries in the history of the world. So even though, given today's political seasons, it may not seem like it, but just remember, um, we've been here since the start and we ain't going nowhere. So that is one of my favorite photos. Also, thank you guys for 50 million views. 50 million views. Have you any idea? 50 million views. That's like, I don't know what the amount of views a network gets in a year, but, or even in a day or a month. Maybe that's a month of broadcast television. Who knows? But that's a lot of views. And that's just this one channel. Just imagine, but 50 million views. That is a lot to wrap your head around. 50 million views. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Why not? I'll throw some applause in there. And of course, State Street, Chicago. Um, that, of course, being the summer season, and I'm pretty sure that's got to be the 1960s. Anyway, that's a postcard from State Street in Chicago. That's the way it used to look um, when there were all those stores and everything. Now State Street is a mere shadow of itself. It's not exactly what it used to be. It's not the big shopping district that it once was, but if you had ever been to Chicago and gone shopping on State Street, then you remember how it was. It was just like back in those days when you go downtown, you get dressed up. You wouldn't just go down there wearing God knows what. You would dress up for the occasion. Hey, Hazel Jones, Mary H. And of course, Harry and Meghan. Prince Harry was destined to come here. And it is understood by some that that's exactly what Princess Diana wanted. Princess Diana wanted him to have some kind of a future. You know, it's interesting when you hear some of those talking heads, those panelists or so-called royal experts, when they're discussing the that Prince Harry should have stayed, or that perhaps he would have been better off, and what kind of future is he going to have. Everybody knows that the clock runs down, and that at some point Prince Harry was going to get kicked to the curb once Louis and Charlotte, and especially George, when they were old enough to take care of some of the royal duties. So Harry didn't have much of a future. He would have been um, like the Duke of Kent, the one that was on the balcony standing all by himself. That was Harry's future. Although I have to say, the Duke of Kent gets more respect than Harry has ever gotten from that family. So it would have been just a matter of time. So he got out while the getting was good. And in spite of all of the offensive stuff they say about, oh, he just wanted to cash in, it's not a matter of cashing in. It's a matter of taking care of your family. And what kind of man would he be if he didn't provide for his family? What kind of man would he be? So he did what he had to do. And also, by putting certain information on a public record through the book, through the docuseries, and of course the Oprah Winfrey interview, there won't be people saying what. I mean, of course, they're going to do it anyway. They're going to say what he thought, what he believed, but you can hear it directly from him and not someone else. So I think that's really important. So, yeah, if he'd have stayed, what kind of life would he have? I hate to think about it.
My wife.
My wife.
My wife.
My wife and I.
My wife and I. My wife and I. My wife and I.
For me and my wife.
Me and my wife. I'm so proud of my wife.
My incredible wife.
An amazing wife.
The soulmate in my wife.
Thank you, my love. The mother to my children. The love of my life.
And what I know about the two of them, and I wish the world knew how much they love these two people love each other. They found each other out of all these odds against them finding each other, they found each other, and the love that they have is really, really moving. And I just wanted to do anything I could to support them.
Isn't that funny? Sometimes you know when you meet someone.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you can see like what love is, and
Right.
you can tell right away.
Yeah, yeah. And if I don't have that, what she and Harry have, I don't want it.
There you go. And of course, this was hilarious when Harry was on that podcast and he was trying to get Harry to speak with the American accent. And Harry was like, come on, y'all. What did he say? Come on here, y'all. Oh, man. And then, of course, the flag. So I think the one on the left side, that was when Harry went to the, I think he had opened the Warrior Games back in 2012 or something like that. And then on the right side, that was when he went to that winter polo. And even there, getting wrapped up in the flag. That, of course, was at the Invictus Games. So you see there, he looks so American. And I hope you guys had a chance to see the video I posted yesterday, the patriotic surprise. Harry wanted to surprise Meghan on one of their dates. Was it the first or second date? When he brought the very patriotic American muffins. Happy 4th of July, everyone. Thank you so much. Oh, by the way, Church Nelly, 58 months membership. How is that possible? Thank you so much for 58 months membership. And Lex says, so we are to believe that King Charles can give him security during his cancer visit. Queen Elizabeth II can give security during the Jubilee, but Charles III can't now? Or is that a can't or is that a won't? He won't do it. That's exactly it. We're supposed to believe that he is helpless in this matter. Which is pretty crappy. It really is. It's unfortunate. I mean, who does PR for those people? Just because people are upset about their lack of tax payment, they're going to use this as some kind of distraction. I think that's what it is that this is a distraction because of them paying so little tax. Thank you, Lex, for the super chat. And of course, the people's princess, our Duchess, in her red, white, and blue. Very patriotic. You see there? An eye toward the future. An eye toward the future. Like mother, like son. And those are the cupcakes. Oh, let's see. All right, the one at the top, the 4th of July cupcake, that is a picture of the one that Harry gave to Meghan. And then on the bottom left, that is what Meghan, I think Meghan made those last year with the blueberry eyes and the strawberry mouth. Yeah, that is what Meghan made for the 4th of July last year. That was the, what games was that? That was the Warrior Games a few years ago. And if I recall, I believe the people gave him a standing ovation. Yeah, they gave him a standing ovation after his speech. He looks so American, doesn't he? And don't worry, guys, we're going to get to some gossip in just a minute. Let's see. Last fall, when Harry visited, the British media said that Charles III told Harry not to leak the meeting. How would they know that unless the palace leaked it? Then they waited a week and then leaked the meeting and blamed Harry. Oh, yes. So it is a matter of them leaking the information when it's convenient for them, no doubt. Whenever it's convenient for them, then they will leak the information themselves and then blame Harry for it. Yeah, it was sabotaged. It absolutely was sabotaged. And the thing is, the press knows who's leaking the information. And no matter what happens, no matter what the leak is, they always blame the Sussexes. They always say that the Sussexes were the ones to leak the information. That you can count on. Just as sure as the sky is blue, they will blame the Sussexes for it. So, as we observe 250 years of the United States, right now it is a very fractured country. That whole festival, you guys, the thing in Washington D.C., that American States Fair, that was supposed to be something very different, but the current occupant of the White House hijacked it. There was a governing body that was trying to make sure that the 250th birthday was going to be something very bipartisan, right? Same way when Gerald Ford was president in 1976, he went out of his way to make sure that it wasn't about him. It was not about the Republicans. It was a very bipartisan occasion. And what's happening today is a mere fraction of what the 1976 holiday was like a year-long festivity. It was a year-long festivity. Everything was about 200 years, 200 years. This time around, there is barely a whisper about it. And that thing that they have on the National, is it on the National Mall? It is. It's on the National Mall. It is a big fat nothing burger. I mean, it's not, oh God, how could I put it? It's a disaster. It is a complete disaster. And they have no shame. They are absolutely not embarrassed by that at all. A missed opportunity. That's what it is. It's a missed opportunity. Let's see here. H. Knight says, hi, everyone. Happy 4th. Happy 4th to you, too. And thank you for 50 months membership. Again, thank you very much for the 50 months membership. Let's see. I would never stay in any of those palaces. The British media wants to feed. Once, and they will make up stories to protect their sources. Notice that nothing ever officially comes from Camilla. Okay. Oh, who else got 50 months? Oh, okay, I see. Let's see. Red, white, and berries this weekend. Red, white, and berries. A little sweetness for the long weekend. Stock the pantry at asever.com. So, yeah, that's what Meghan posted the other day. Now, Prince Harry recalled what Queen Elizabeth called Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet during their final visit. Of course, that was, I believe, the Jubilee visit. Okay. Let's see. I got to find that story. Oh, there it is right there. So it says Prince Harry said Queen Elizabeth had 2 words to describe his children, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet, during what proved to be their final meeting. The Duke of Sussex reflected on the memory of his 2023 memoir, Spare, writing about the final visit with his grandmother, where she met his daughter for what is believed to be the first and only time. Prince Harry and Meghan, oh God, yes, they stepped back, we know, As he recalled processing his grandmother's death, Harry wrote that he couldn't stop picturing his son and daughter with the monarch. Oh, it says here that Archie was making a very deep and chivalrous bow to his grandmother. His baby sister Lilibet cuddling with the monarch's shin. Sweetest children, Granny said. Sounding bemused, the Duke of Sussex said about his grandmother, she expected them to be a bit more American. The Queen was expecting the children to be a bit more American, I think, meaning in her mind, more rambunctious. So that's what the Queen said, the sweetest children, or as Queen Elizabeth would say in her own voice. I can't do a Queen Elizabeth impersonation right now, but yeah. Yeah, so the Queen said the sweetest children. I wonder what she was expecting the children to be more American means. I mean, what was she expecting them to pull a firearm on her or something? Grab her purse and run? I mean, what does American children act like? Did she expect the kids were going to take the keys to her Bentley and go for a joyride? I mean, come on, they're just children. Let's see. Lydia Washington says prayers for healing for Elaine Parker. Let's say unwell and unable to join us in the chat today. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yes, you guys, please do send out your prayers for Elaine Parker. Oh, that's too bad. This would have been a perfect hour for her. Well, anyway, I'm sure she's listening. So, all the best to you, Elaine Parker. And Shelly L is here. Oh, thank you, Church Nelly. Feel better, Elaine Parker. Let's see. Probably expected them to act like Louis or that Tyndall girl. Oh, that Tyndall girl would have probably, what was that wrestling move? The Bull Nelson? She probably would have put Granny in the Bull Nelson or something. If it was that Tyndall girl, she probably would have laid across the floor when she saw Granny coming, just so that she can trip her or something. That is a very, very, well, let's say she was a very, I'm trying to be nice, but she was a very spirited child, that Tyndall girl. That's the one with no eyebrows, right? That little girl scared me. That Tyndall girl, I thought she was kind of scary. I'm trying to remember what she did on the balcony, but I just remember that she didn't have any eyebrows, and I remember she attacked her father. Remember they were sitting in those bleacher seats or whatever it was for the Jubilee, and she attacked her father. She was just like elbowing him and whacking him across his head. Yeah, that's a scary girl. I'm pretty sure that they didn't let her near the Queen, at least not unsupervised. I'm pretty sure she has grown out of her violent childhood. Oh, man. I forgot all about that. Didn't she put her father in like a chokehold or something? I'm trying to remember. But yeah, it's like she doesn't have any eyebrows, right? And I just remember she was very physical with her dad in a way that I thought was terrifying. I was afraid for him. If I was him, I would have gotten an order of protection after that, because otherwise, I would have gotten myself an order of protection. Yeah, I just remember she was attacking Mike Tyndall. It's like if I saw that little Tyndall girl coming, I would just give her the room. I would just give her the room. I'd rather live. Anyway, all they have to do is I'm just how do I put this? They have things for that type of behavior. Let's see. Shelly L says, "Hi Baron, happy 4th and congrats on 50 million views. I ordered the lavender honey. Can't wait to taste it." Thank you so much for the super chat. I didn't order the lavender honey. I guess I will. Yeah, I didn't order it yet. Huh. That'll give me something to do. She was expecting the children to be more black. Yeah, she was expecting when the kids came in that they were going to have a little boom box and break dance for her or something. That's what it was. The queen thought that that Archie was going to come in with a boom box and that and that Lily was going to be scratching the records. You know that. You know what I mean? That's probably what she was expecting. And when they came in there and did their little bow and everything, I'm pretty sure that caught her off guard. Oh man. Yep, that's what it is. That's what it is. She was expecting them to come in there with their boombox, right? And they was expecting Lily to have the braids with the little beads on them and everything. Surely she was disappointed when she saw the kids come in and they weren't more, shall we say, ethnic. All right, let's see here. Alex says, let me see. Seeing that article, Brand Britain again. Why do they think the U.S. people to be wild? It's why they hate Meghan. They are lacking next to her. They look bad. Thank you very much for the super chat. I think it's because Meghan is not fazed or impressed by all of the trappings of monarchy. Meghan just doesn't care. And that really catches them off guard. Just like William and I suppose Kate, they were expecting Meghan to be in awe of them and to bow and curtsy and all that kind of stuff. And Meghan was just like, and that just goes to show that whole thing about, oh, Meghan Googled Harry. Meghan just assumed that all of that pomp and circumstance, that was something for the cameras. And I never would have thought about that, but I guess it does make sense that if you don't really follow all of that stuff, then of course, I'm sure a lot of people would expect for it to just be a matter of like some kind of public performance. And so Meghan was just like, oh, okay, I see that what they do in front of the camera, some of that stuff follows you into the private spaces, which just goes to show that it really didn't mean anything to her. And I guess that bothers them that she was not impressed. And it was the same thing um, for like when the Kennedy family, when I think Joe Kennedy had served as a United States ambassador to the court of St. James. And when that happened, um, he brought his family, what were they? They were from Boston. He brought his family from Boston. They go over to the UK. And the Kennedy kids just did not care. They did not care. I mean, they were polite. They were, wealthy kids that had the right background. But when it comes to the whole thing about the monarchy and all that kind of stuff, that's why they always say that some of the American women, and that includes Wallace Simpson, was a breath of fresh air because that deference that they had experienced their whole life, most Americans do not bring that with them, especially an educated American. They just, or should I say, a very well educated American, they just they don't really care. They don't really care. And I'm pretty sure that if I grew up in that system, I would feel differently about it, but I wasn't. And so I don't. Thank you for the super chat. And truthfully, the royals are usually far more starstruck than they will let on. They are completely starstruck. Just like Queen Elizabeth, it seems like one of her favorite things was to um, check off a list of certain people that she has to meet. Whoever is the next president, she has to make sure she meets them. And if there's anyone, famous that comes to the UK, she has to make sure that she meets them. And they still do that. They still do that. They like to have their pictures taken with certain people. You guys, we are going to get washed out for this 4th of July. It's not supposed to stop raining here in Chicago till about, I think it's 6 p.m. or 8 p.m. And I'm looking at some parts of the city. My goodness, they got flooded. They absolutely got flooded. Wow. Big rain. Yeah, they say please use caution when in Chicago this weekend. Jesus. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, that is pretty bad. Oh my God, I'm like looking at this had to have been from yesterday. Oh. You know, if I get the honey, if I get the lavender honey, is there any way I can just get the matches? I want a box of those matches, but I really don't need another candle. I'm you know what I mean? Um but I do want the matches. I'm gonna like try their customer service and see if I can just buy the matches. Do you think that's a bad question? I'm gonna ask them. I'm just gonna ask them. I'm gonna say, look, I didn't bought a lot of stuff. I just want the matches. And I'm pretty sure they have a record of everything that I purchased. So I'm going to try my luck and see what happens. Let's see. Okay, let's get to Rob Dixon. A real royal love affair. Kate's one-time girl Friday steps out with Will's ex right-hand man. Now, what they did with those hands, I don't want to think about it. But yeah, that's little Rob Dixon. Take a look on the left side there. You see him over there? And then the guy with the blue blazer, I think that's Chris Jackson, the photographer. So I know that Chris Jackson and what's her face, the one that used to do Kate's style. I guess they're an item. Although I have to say, either Rob Dixon has to go wee wee, or is that how he usually poses? Because that is very choose your words carefully. That is oh, what the hell? Ain't that kind of girly the way he's standing there? He's acting a little girly, like he just took a hormone shot or something. That is a very non-binary stance, isn't it? Very non-binary. I know. I mean, it's very, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I thought Pride Month was June. Wow. Well, I'm pretty sure he just needs to go do a number one. I mean, it is very metropolitan, isn't it? Not the most rugged individual, is he? I mean, that's I'm trying to think. What would you call that pose? And then, of course, according to the body language experts, when a person stands like that, that is a blocking technique. That's what you do when you're very insecure. The way that Kate Middleton always holds her purse, like, you know, in the front and center like that. But he's the cutest little thing. I mean, look at how small he is. That iPhone kind of looks like a clutch, doesn't it? Oh, I gotta stop. I'm going to be in so much trouble. I mean, is that his phone or is that a little clutch? Is that his Merce? It looks like a Merce, a man's purse, a Merce. But y'all, we're gonna get in trouble. But I know. Well, I'm pretty sure that he keeps a list of places where one can find a good pulled pork sandwich. All right, Rob Dixon. Well, she don't waste any time, do she? Now, according to the fail. Did I lose that story? Let me see. Let's see if I can try to open it again. A real royal love affair. Kate's one-time Girl Friday steps out with Will's ex right-hand man. Sure did. Okay, so when Prince William's right-hand man stepped out after 4 years of loyal service, he left an emotional declaration. He left with an emotional declaration. I've had the most incredible opportunity to serve in a role that not only challenged me, but allowed me to grow, to learn and make meaningful contributions alongside a talented and passionate team, said Lieutenant Commander Rob Dixon in 2024. It was the equerry declared sorrowfully time to move on from his role. So he served as Prince William's equerry. That is a military uniformed officer who follows William around, kind of like his body man, to make sure that William is comfortable, to make sure that things are considered, like, if they're taking a visit someplace, to make sure that there's a timely meal, a restroom break, that kind of stuff. So that's his equerry. And of course, you all know who Queen Elizabeth's equerry was. That was I can't remember his name, but yeah, he was the guy that Charles was like grimacing to remove the thing off the table that time. Happily, he has now found solace in equally passionate team member Natasha Archer. Natasha Archer, who was the Princess of Wales, also known as Commoner Kate's right-hand woman at the time. The Daily Mail has disclosed that Miss Archer, who separated from her husband, the royal photographer Chris Jackson, was revealed last year in a relationship with Lieutenant Commander Rob Dixon. Ain't that something? He and Miss Archer, so he's 43 and she's 37, have started attending social events as a couple. Last week, they rubbed shoulders with Hollywood stars, including Margot Robbie, at a launch for U.S. furniture giant Ralph Lauren. No, not Ralph Lauren. What is RH? RH's store. I don't know what that is. In Mayfair. RH's furniture. Huh, interesting. RH Furniture. Okay. I never heard of RH Furniture. Huh. RH London. Like, oh, that's interesting. I never heard of him before. RH Furniture. Well, I guess that's something rich people know about. Anyway, Miss Archer's husband was said to be distraught at the end of their marriage. He was devastated and didn't see it coming. One of his friends told the newspaper the pair married in 2017 and have 2 young sons. Chris Jackson is hugely popular in royal circles. Camilla, the Queen Consort, was particularly fond of the photographer, whom she and King Charles chose to take their portrait on their 20th wedding anniversary in Italy last year. Wow, and she dumped him, huh? That's interesting. Look at how little he is. I mean, I think she should have stayed with Chris Jackson. She dumped him for an extra from one of the Willy Wonka movies. Come on, who does that? Oh, well. Oh, boy, I bet you there's a real juicy story behind that. I wish I knew what it was. So she dumped Chris Jackson for little Robbie Dixon. Oh. Well, like Millie Jackson used to say, Millie Jackson used to say, he's short, but he can reach it. I'm telling you, there's not too many things in life that you can't get through without a quote from Millie Jackson. Yep. I quote Millie Jackson more times than I'm proud to admit. But I'm telling you, something about Millie Jackson, she just seems to know. Anyway, if you're not a fan of Millie Jackson, you don't know what I'm talking about. I wonder if Millie Jackson is a relative of Chris Jackson. Do you think they're related? Connie Balmer. Thank you so much for being here. Maybe Shorty is more fun. Oh. Well, you know what they say, short men try harder. Y'all, I cannot believe we're having this conversation. Now, listen, I have always tried to maintain a certain level of decorum. And while I think it's interesting, maybe it's not the kindest thing to do to make fun of him because he's so short. I mean, short people are people too. Little, and why do I keep calling him little little Robbie? Little Rob. That can be his rap name, Lil Rob. I think it's adorable. All those years of devoted service to Willie, and now he's out. I don't mean out. I mean he's out. Well, listen, he's out. How am I trying to say this? He's out of service with William. I don't know if he's out. I mean, if he was out, maybe he wouldn't be out with Miss Archer. But anyway, he's out. I don't mean, you know what I'm trying to say. He's out. Out and about. I know. He's adorable, isn't he? Like a little garden gnome in a military uniform. He is. He's cute. He's like a little garden gnome in a military uniform. Yes, that is a conventional thing. Short men try harder. Or as Millie Jackson say, he's short, but he can reach it. I like Millie Jackson's better. He shout. He shout, but he can reach it. Uh So this is love. Oh, hold on a second, you guys. Okay. So, listen, y'all. I was sitting here minding my own business, and then all of a sudden, my family came in from out of town. So I haven't. This is like the first time I've had the house to myself um, in like a day. I was sitting here minding my own business, just kind of wanting to, you know, have a very quiet holiday weekend, right? And next thing I know, we coming to Chicago. Are you? Oh, okay. Well, come on. So I don't know how many times I can hint. Why don't y'all go do this? Why don't y'all go do that? Go see the Obama Library. Do something. Oh man. So now I got the place to myself again. Oh, I mean, listen, I'm enjoying the company. I am enjoying the company, but I just kind of saw things a certain way for the weekend. You know what I mean? And here we are. Oh, they not listening. That's my family. They wouldn't be bothered listening to me. If they don't listen to me while they're here, why would they listen to me when they leave? Anyway, we got a little while. They'll be back probably in a couple of hours. Oh man. And of course, I was like, what rain? Oh, that rain ain't gonna hurt you. Let me get the umbrella for you. So I did everything I could. I said, do you have cash? Here, take some money. Just go. Don't wait till it get too late. Now, y'all gone now. Gone. So I don't know where they went, but they left from here. So um yeah, they surprised me because at first they wasn't coming. And then next thing you know, they were on the road. Yeah. So anyway, it's a nice little change. Oh, look at there. Look at little Robbie. He is adorable. And it looks like he works out. Look at how big his chest is. Look at how big his chest is. He obviously works out. What, are you shocked that I let someone in my space? I'm shocked too. I am shocked. I was sitting here enjoying my time here in the Fortress of Solitude. So it says here Prince William's right hand man stepped down from crucial position. He was in a crucial position. He stepped down from a crucial position. It's time to move on, he says. The commander was first appointed to the household in 2020. Oh, okay. So Prince William's right-hand man, Rob Dixon, announced his departure from role in an emotional post. It's time. It's the right thing to do. Wait a minute. What does that mean? It's the right thing to do. Did something go wrong that makes it right? I wonder if there was some kind of romance going on with Natasha Archer. I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, considering the proximity from, you know what I'm saying? maybe the occasional glance between Natasha Archer and little Robbie Dixon. You guys, this is a scandal. No matter how you slice it, it's a scandal. It is a scandal. How in the world did he just abruptly decide to leave service with William before he becomes king? You know what I'm saying? He should have stuck around. That would have been the smart thing to do. He could have stuck around and actually have been in service to a king. But instead, he left, right? He left. And when he left, it seems like he took Natasha Archer with him. Maybe there's more to little Robbie than meets the eye. Huh. Behind that little sinister smile of his, maybe he's got like a whole little scenario in his head of how to maneuver in these spaces. That is interesting. You got to admit that is interesting. I forgot William grew a beard when he left. Oh, he's in mourning. Yes, there you go. He's mourning the loss of his little pocket soldier, his little pocket soldier, his little miniature soldier. Yes, he did grow a beard. Huh. That's interesting. Let me see. Let me see when his kids say they are visiting. He does not even have any of his grandkids over. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, you know what? When I see kids coming, you know what I do? I get out the dust rags. I love to teach kids how to dust. Yes, before there's any ice cream, before anything happens, we have to dust. That's a tradition. Try not to break anything, but we have to dust. Because, you know, kids are perfect for dusting the house. They can get those low parts of the furniture that's kind of hard to reach. Yep. Get out the dust cloths and have them go at it. And then you give them a paper bag and have them go outside and pick up the trash. That's how I used to do when I was a kid. My mother would make us take that paper bag outside, that little grocery bag, and pick up all the trash around the house. Anything on the in front of the neighbor's house, it didn't matter. We had to pick it up. And back in those days, we didn't even use gloves. We just picked up everything. You know, one of the places I used to live, there was a bunch of apartment buildings around, right? And the guy that lived like kitty corner from where I lived, I saw him out there one day picking up the trash. And I say, "Ooh, your mama made you come out here and do that too?" That's what my mama make me do. uh, and anyway, I found out he was the one who owned, he was the owner of the building. He was the landlord. But I thought that was nice because it reminded me of my childhood outside picking up everybody's trash. Okay. So yes, you guys, this is a scandal. This is an absolute scandal. Little Rob Dixon, smooth operator. You know, they made such a big deal out of it. We should have known that there was something more to it. You know what I mean? That there was something more to the story than him just deciding it's time to move on. He moved on because he had to, not because he wanted to. I think that there was a lot of conflict going on. And little Robbie Dixon may have very well have been at the center of it, allegedly. He looks sneaky. You know, behind that big $1 million smile of his, I mean, just, you know what I'm saying? Use your imagination. Use your imagination. There is a story there, you guys. A story. I don't know what it is. Huh. Well, well, well. uh oh, did I miss this? Oh no, I saw that. Okay. Oh wait. See in the article, Brand Britain again. Why do they think US people to be wild? It is why they hate Meghan. They are lacking next to her. They look. Oh, I did do that one, didn't I? Anyway, thank you in case I missed that. Mm. I tell you, is little Robbie a heartbreaker, a home wrecker, or both? Mr. Dixon is pictured uh, left Britain's William, Prince of Wales, arrives at the Houses of Parliament to attend a vigil during Britain's Queen Elizabeth lying in state. Aww. I think they look adorable together, don't you? Maybe that's why William is so upset because little Robbie's gone. Yeah. Who knows? Well, I tell you, if there, I'm just gonna say, whatever was happening between them, I hope that William will be made a nicer person on the other side of it. I mean, everybody deserves to be happy with his little pocket size military officer. I tell you, he don't look like much, but Rob, I'm pretty sure he was running the whole operation. Yeah. uh, I tell you, the possibilities are limitless. Well, watch this space because I'm pretty sure that in time we're going to learn some more about this whole Rob Dixon and Natasha Archer situation. There's got to be more to the story. And I intend to figure out what it is. Mm. You know, okay, so I'm looking here. Okay, I'm going to share this with you. Okay, this is from Celibici. This is from Celibici. I do apologize. Let me see. So there's a picture of Rob Dixon swinging his hips. I'm just saying, it looks like he's kind of swinging his hips. Nothing wrong with that if that's how he likes to walk. The whole idea of working for the Windsors is that you're playing the longer game and setting yourself up for your next move. A few years working in one of the royal offices can set someone up for a higher paying job in a private sector. The Windsors pay badly, but on the bright side, there's nothing much to do. The left behinds are lazy as hell, and we heard endlessly about the genteel place of Kensington Palace. In particular, when Prince Harry married Meghan, basically the money is awful, but the work isn't stressful at all. It's strange that despite the genteel pace that is of KP, Prince William and Kate cannot keep staff around at all. They're constantly losing senior staffers. In particular, Kate went without a private secretary for a year and a half. William's private secretary quit when William announced his big plan to hire a CEO, and they're gone through a dozen major staffers in the past 4 years or so. Weirdly, there's absolutely zero energy toward it. William and Kate are horrible bosses, and higher staffers never stick around. Speaking of William is losing his equerry, the guy isn't even moving into private sector. Dude would rather go back to the Navy than organize those William is the sexiest bald man ever polls. Now, this is Celibici. I believe this is Kaiser of Celibici speaking about Rob Dixon. So Dixon was assigned to William. Incidentally, William's current private secretary was also assigned to him. Despite the months searching for a keen CEO, William's office went without a private secretary for months, coinciding with all of the clownery at the beginning of the year. This was 2024, by the way, with the lies about Kate's health issues and manipulated photos, etc. Back in February, it felt like Buckingham Palace basically assigned 2 new private secretaries for William and Kate anyway. It's interesting that Dixon managed to stick around for 4 years. I feel sorry for him that he can't cash out and find a lucrative private gig from here, but I bet anything else will feel like a vacation after babysitting Prince Incandescent Rage. Okay. So that is what Celibici said about Rob Dixon when he announced that he was leaving. That's interesting. That was 2024 when Dixon stepped down. So he's been gone for a while. And he would rather take his chances in the Navy than to stick around with William. I tell you. This is very strange. I didn't realize that they had gone through that many staff. And I also did not realize that that they didn't have private secretaries for a long time. That is very interesting. I wonder where Rob Dixon gets his clothes from. You know what I'm saying? Does he get them from the boys department or what? Because he's so little. That's all I'm saying. It's just that he's so little. Where could he possibly find clothes? You know, adult clothes. Oh well. Well, he's adorable. Whatever. He's adorable. And he's wearing a Gucci belt. Did you guys clock that? He's wearing a Gucci belt. Yes, Queen, you better wear that Gucci belt. uh, now why can't I get that picture to load? All right. All right, never mind. I have to say this is a lot. And you guys, and we are just having fun. We don't know what happened or anything like that. So let me just say we're just having fun with this topic. That's all. That little Robbie left one of the easiest jobs in the world for whatever reason. But I'm just curious to know, why would he leave? Who leaves a job like that? I'm going to show you this other picture. I'm going to show you this other picture if I can get the darn thing to load. Um, oh man. Yeah, I got to close some things. My computer is locking up on me. I got too much stuff open, I think. Hold on, you guys. I need to open up another screen, I think. And that's how I can fix that. Oh wow, ain't nothing working. Oh, here we go. Yeah, my screen is locking up on me, you guys. Let me try to close some things here. Maybe I can get it to work. Okay, so I'm gonna close this and okay, I'm back. Yeah, the other StreamYard was locking up on me, so I decided to just open up another one to give it a refresh, a necessary refresh. Wow, I have been on for like an hour and 21 minutes. I got to step it up here. I got some other stuff to cover. Although I'm enjoying the gossip about Rob. Swinging his hips from left to right. So, anyway, you guys, I'm going to go to another topic, but as you can see from this picture, maybe there's more to Rob than we initially thought. And yeah. You see what I mean? Maybe there's more to him. Maybe big things come in small packages, or don't judge a book by a cover. Never assume. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Is you cannot judge a man by his appearance alone. Yeah. So he's moved on to something else. So take a good look at him before I switch to another subject, because we may never talk about him again. Is he? Yeah. I suppose. uh anyway, you guys, we're just having fun. We don't know why he left or why William would want him to stay. But obviously he was the right man at the right time. Okay, so let's just move on and we'll talk about him if something else comes up. But I'm pretty sure we will not hear from little Robbie again. Okay. Okay. I said okay. uh, what? What's so funny? Is it because he's short? Are y'all laughing because he's short? Maybe he's got a big personality. You know what I'm saying? We've never spent any time with him. Maybe he just has a great personality. All right. So here's a curious story. Former Prince Andrew makes a surprising public appearance as he sneaked in at event to support Duchess Sophie. Ain't that something? He just doesn't quit, does he? Prince Andrew has been staying out of the spotlight since Let's see. Since he was evicted from Royal Lodge and moved to Sandringham Estate earlier this year. But over the weekend, the former Duke of York made his first public appearance of 2026 while supporting two senior members of the royal family. The ex-Duke was spotted attending the Sandringham horse driving trails on Sunday, June the 28th, where Duchess Sophie was competing. Her husband, Prince Andrew, was also at the equestrian event, although the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh's daughter, Lady Louisa, who typically competes in the carriage driving trails, didn't attend this year. That was something Prince Philip started. So they said Andrew sneaked in and sneaked out and definitely didn't want to be seen. If he didn't want to be seen, he wouldn't have gone. Ain't that interesting? But I saw Andrew leave the field at 10:30 a.m. just after Sophie had ridden her round. Then I saw Edward walking toward his car, smiling shortly afterwards. The attendee added, the Sandringham horse driving trail were created by Prince Philip in 1982. Huh, okay. Isn't that something? He just kind of sneaks up on you, don't he? Why Harry and Meghan can't bring Netflix cameras to UK palaces next year. Ain't that something? Harry and Meghan Netflix crew will be stopped if they try to film inside royal events at Platinum Jubilee. Oh, you know what? I think that should have been before this. They're in the wrong place. Okay, so William views it as a personal attack. Palace anger over Sussex filming looks rich when Kate appears to wear a mic. So if y'all remember, that's all they talked about. I hope they don't bring the Netflix camera. They're going to bring Netflix. If they come, Netflix is going to be there. They would not stop saying that. And now you never hear them mention Netflix because they're the ones that are filming everything. The Sussexes have not touched down in the UK yet, and already the palace machine is spinning. According to Closer magazine, the Prince William and Kate Middleton are privately unhappy about the prospect of Harry and Meghan arriving with Netflix crew. Kate, in particular, is reportedly baffled by the decision, with an insider telling the outlet she asked, how could they do this all over again? To be perfectly honest, this is not a concern about blurring the lines between royal and private work or about protecting the sanctity of the monarchy. This is about control. It is about the double standard that is becoming impossible to ignore. While Kate is reportedly unhappy about the idea of Harry and Meghan bringing cameras, photographers recently captured her at Wimbledon wearing what appeared to be a microphone or recording device under her jacket. And it was not just Wimbledon. Her recent three-peak challenge also saw Kate sporting what appeared to be a microphone. The same press that spent years warning that Meghan might be secretly recording royal events has gone remarkably quiet. And here's what Closer reported. So, according to Closer magazine, they're set to travel to the UK and launch the Invictus Games, marking the first time Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, has been back on UK soil in almost 4 years. An insider claims Prince Harry and his wife may arrive with an unexpected addition, a Netflix film crew. Now, where the hell they get that from? William and Kate are aware Harry and Meghan have been in talks for another fly on the wall project. An insider tells Closer the idea that they could be bringing a film crew with them when they come to the UK has come as a very unwelcome surprise. William views it as a personal attack. He was under the impression that the Sussexes had chosen a different path and were focused on building their own identity outside the royal family. Instead, there is a growing sense they're moving closer to territory traditionally occupied by the monarchy. The source added that Kate believes Meghan may be spearheading the idea. Kate doesn't really understand why Harry and Meghan work with companies like Netflix. So much has been said publicly already. Her feelings is very much, how could they do this all over again? Well, William and Kate are constantly hiring camera crews, professional filmmakers to try to make them look credible. All of those videos of William and Kate walking in slow motion and all of that is to give them some kind of cinematic appeal. The real question is, why are they doing that? The Royal Rota was established to give them that kind of coverage. And so they want to circumvent the Royal Rota and just directly go to social media with these orchestrated video montages to every little thing they do. And they are pretending, I'm pretty sure they're not as outraged as they pretend, but they are pretending to be outraged and call out Harry and Meghan for this very same thing that they're doing. And at least when Harry and Meghan make a video, it's not about them. It's about whichever agency or not-for-profit. It's not about them directly. William and Kate's videos is, all about, look who loves us. Look who we're shaking hands with. Look who we're petting on the head. Look whose children we are filming so that they can make us look like nice people. You don't get that from the Sussexes' videos. Their videos are usually about a cause, not about them. Will and Kate's videos are cause. We want you to know the video is about them. That's the only causes for them. The real issue was never the cameras. It was who was behind them. The hypocrisy at the heart of this story is not just about cameras. It's about microphones. And the palace has a long history of weaponizing the mere suggestion that Meghan might be wearing one. In 2021, The Sun ran a piece titled Clues Harry and Meghan Were Putting on a Show for Netflix in New York. From hidden mics to 67,000-pound outfits, the Mirror has reported that Harry appeared to be wearing a microphone during the trip, and Business Insiders noted that Page Six said the couple had brought a cameraman after Queen Elizabeth's death, reported that Meghan faced insane speculation that she had a secret microphone under her dress at the Windsor Castle. Newsweek covered the conspiracy theories that spread widely online. I remember that black dress she was wearing. They said, "Oh, look at that. That's a camera." In 2022, the press reports repeatedly claimed the palace would not allow Netflix cameras inside of royal residences or around key Jubilee events. The Sun reported that Netflix cameras were banned from Buckingham Palace balcony. You guys, this is so silly. I could not see a situation where Harry would invite Netflix into those intimate spaces like that. I just don't believe it. They are feigning outrage just for to try to make themselves look strong. The Sun reported that Netflix cameras were banned from Buckingham Palace balcony. Page 6 reported that the filming in royal residence was prohibited under the Sandringham Agreement. Now, the palace is reportedly outraged by suggestions that the Sussexes might bring a crew to document Invictus. The framing has shifted from banned to blurring lines. If they did bring a crew to Invictus, why would they not? Invictus is a totally different thing. Invictus is supposed to be broadcast. Remember that? Remember how, what was it, ITV purchased the rights to the Invictus games in Canada and then refused to show them? The whole point of the Invictus games is for the veterans and their families. But you also have to promote it. They film at the Warrior Games. They have filmed at all the Invictus games. How could they expect them to not have cameras at Invictus? That is ridiculous. I mean, I can understand, okay, you don't want cameras at the royal residence, fine. But the Invictus is something different. That is a public forum. That's in public spaces. And all of these phantom camera events that have been mentioned in the past, okay, then where is the footage? As a matter of fact, where is the crew and where is the footage? I think that the Sussexes makes it quite obvious when they're filming something. This is much to do about nothing. They are just trying to distract from Will and Kate's constant filming. That's what they're doing. They're trying to distract from Will and Kate filming everything. Fast forward to 2026, and photographers have captured Kate Middleton at both Wimbledon and Three Peak Challenge wearing what appears to be a visible microphone under her jacket. The press once treated a blurry photo of Meghan as proof of deception has fallen silent. They mentioned nothing about Kate wearing these microphones. The Wimbledon and also her brother was wearing a microphone. If you look in the middle, there's the cameraman. The Wimbledon microphone. The real question is this. If the palace is so confident in its own standing, why is a mere idea of the Sussexes filming their charitable work treated as an act of aggression? So why does the press rush to condemn Meghan for the idea of a microphone, yet photograph Kate with one and say nothing? The answer is the palace knows it has a double standard problem. The same people who spent years warning that the Sussexes might be secretly recording royal events are now looking at photographs of Kate at Wimbledon wearing what appears to be a device under her jacket, and they are saying nothing. If Meghan had worn the same visible device under her clothes, the British press would have treated it like a national security incident by breakfast. The headlines would have written themselves. Is Meghan secretly recording the royals? Is Netflix filming inside of royal spaces? Has the Duchess crossed the line? But when it's Kate, suddenly everything becomes calm, very generous, and very willing to explain it away. Maybe she is recording content. Maybe she is being mic'd for a clearer audio. Or perhaps it's something else entirely. Perhaps a documentary focused on her cancer diagnosis and recovery. After all, Three Peaks Challenge PR debacle where a hiker later apologized for sharing footage of Kate and James Middleton, and the clip was subsequently removed or restricted, certainly suggests something is being produced. Or maybe it's just another flashy, highly scripted social media moment. Who knows? The issue is not the device, the issue is hypocrisy. Now, the deeper pattern. This is part of a long, familiar pattern. The palace and its allies accuse Meghan of behavior, then turn around and do the exact same thing. The media criticize Meghan for supposedly marketing her wedding dress while celebrating Kate's wedding dress designer and covering her appearance in lavish detail. The same press accused Meghan of being too American, too Hollywood, yet now praise Kate for wearing California brands, calling her modern and relatable. And now Meghan is being criticized for the idea of filming while Kate is seen wearing a microphone and nobody bats an eyelid. As one commentator noted, every accusation really does start to look like projection. The palace and its allies are afraid of losing the narrative. They are afraid of comparisons, and they are afraid of the simple truth that Harry and Meghan have built something outside the palace that the palace cannot control, and that terrifies them. If the Sussexes truly are planning to film their humanitarian work for Invictus, that is a good thing. It shines a light on a cause that matters and shows the world what Harry and Meghan are actually doing with their platform. And it demonstrates that they have moved on from palace drama. Perhaps that is exactly what the palace is most afraid of. Well, thank you, Feminagra, for that report. I love that. Cut right to the truth of it. Now, Kate's cerulean suit at Wimbledon cleverly shows she is a working royal in a look as well as a deed, and looks as well as deed, not dead. Anyway, um, says Shane Watson. Plus, find out which star has topped the best dress. Who cares about that? So they're making a big deal out of Kate's cerulean blue suit. And of course, the ponytail. Very much Meghan Sussex. Kate has finally found her calling and is copying Meghan down to the letter. It's given a single white female vibe. If you know, you know. That was that movie, Single White Female, where a woman answers an advertisement for an apartment roommate. And once she moves in, answering, of course, the advertisement, which required a single white female to share an apartment, once she moved in, she pretty much began to take over her roommate's life, seeing that they both were the same age, the same race, and all that kind of stuff. So when you see that reference in pop culture, that means that someone is trying to take another person's identity, hence the term single white female. And of course, this one. When Meghan went to Colombia and actually, the little girl found Meghan and just did not want to let Meghan go. So Meghan walked with her, and it was a beautiful image that was beamed across the world. Well, Kate was not having it. She decided, you know what? I'm going to go and find me a nice blazer to wear, and I'm going to find some school kids, and we're going to make sure they have the same uniforms, just like Columbia. And there you go. I mean, that is more than coincidence. That is just sick. Do you hear me? Sick. It is sick. We may have missed something first time around. That is funny. Yeah, we're going to have to take a closer look at that photo and make sure she's not wearing a microphone in the Franken photo. I wish I could believe this. My affair with Edward. My love affair with Prince Edward. Ruthie Henshaw tells the story you never thought you read. You know what? That is a monumental understatement. Not only did I ever think that I never thought I would read this story, I didn't even think it was possible. Really. I didn't even think it was possible. As Whitley would say on what show was that? Where the kids were in college? Dear God, still waters run deep. Yes, still waters run deep. A 5-year relationship? Are you serious? Huh. I tell you, there's more to Edward than meets the eye. Okay. Well, I ain't mad. I'm just shocked. Speaking of shocked, look at there. What's his name from Suits? Look at how skinny he is. Wow. Look at that. His waist has got to be like what, a 36? Maybe 32? Looks like his waist is about a 32 now. As I live and breathe. Or as Rob Jobson would say, as I live and wheeze. As I live and wheeze. Oh, Jobo, Robert Jobson.
Who do they think they are?
Confederate flag at Sandringham makes royal racism denial harder to believe. A flag which is notorious for ties to white supremacy and racism has been flying on the field at a royal house, a horse event that is. Oh, I can't see that. Hold on a second. Let me make that bigger. There we go. Yeah, so it's been flying on a field at a royal horse event at the King's estate. A Confederate flag was flown on the field during Saturday's evening supper at the Sandringham Horse Driving Trails. Sophie, the Duchess of Edinburgh, also competed in the trials. Huh. That's interesting. Well, it says everything we expected already, so. It's a love story. This is where they got married at Madison Square Garden. Now, I saw this guy online protesting. He was saying that it's a shame that um, they got married in a place that's probably as cold as a refrigerator, while so many other people in New York are going without power. There are some people in New York that have lost power, and yet they had the resources to fill up a stadium. And of course, you know, if it's in the US, that means that there's air conditioning, and it was probably very, very chilly inside. Well, I cannot wait to see the pictures from the wedding. Speaking of the wedding, Willie thought for certain he was going to get an invitation, and he did not. So, in order to save face, he decided to go on, what is his name? Kelsey, whatever, the player's football player, new husband, whatever his name is. He has a podcast, and William made a guest appearance. Isn't that something? That way, he wouldn't have to be embarrassed by not receiving an invitation to the wedding. And I believe me, he wanted to be there. He really wanted to be there. So, to help him save face, they found time to put him in a podcast. Now, I'm almost done, you guys. Let me see. Yep, I'm almost done. Really, I just got this one thing. They have been making a big deal about Harry mentioning how many people he's responsible for eliminating during the time in Afghanistan. Well, that was something that had been reported in several publications in the past. For anyone who was paying attention, it was common knowledge. But when Harry wrote the book Spare, the tabloid media decided to amplify Harry's words in the book at that time in a way that, of course, was supposed to make Harry um, out to be some type of. I'm not sure exactly what the point was, except they just wanted to make Harry look bad, and it also, I believe, has created a certain level of interest to make Harry the target of anyone who um, wanted to, I guess, take revenge or whatever the case may be. But that was the whole point of it, was to make Harry look bad. And if you ask me, to put a target on him. Pretty much most of the incendiary commentary from the tabloid media is the kind of things to create so much apathy that the person mentioned in the tabloids could easily be targeted when they decide to paint someone as the bad guy or the evil woman or whatever the case may be. However, they tell the story, if it's in a negative vein, you can be targeted if you are the focus of that story. And this is something that the tabloids are very casual about. And sadly, the president of the United States, the current occupant of the White House, when Marjorie Taylor Greene decided to run for the U.S. Senate, and Trump told her that she couldn't, that he wanted her to stay in Congress. Once that happened, they had a little falling out because she has done everything for that man. Once that happened, he said some very negative things about her. And if I'm correct, I believe he called her the enemy of the country, the enemy of the state, or something to that effect. He referred to her as the enemy. And since that time, she has actually received multiple death threats. So it's a very serious thing when publications, or in this case, the President of the United States, dub you as being some type of enemy. It can have some really serious repercussions. And I just think people do not really grasp how dangerous the tabloids are. And for that matter, social media nowadays. So, anyway, that was an old story, and they were pretending like it was something new. And it's one of the reasons why there have been security concerns. That was something that was done deliberate by the tabloids, and probably with guidance from one of those houses of Windsor. One nation, indivisible. But what does that mean? What does one nation, indivisible mean? A phrase, one nation, indivisible, from the Pledge of Allegiance means the United States is a single, unified country that cannot be broken apart into separate, independent pieces. It asserts that the individual states are permanently bound together as one whole entity. So that's what one nation, indivisible means. It also means that we are free to eat as much cupcakes as we want. Oh, that would go so nice right now with a cup of coffee. Look at those cupcakes. Mmm. And in case you haven't heard, I have family visiting, but they have gone out to explore. So while they are away, I'm going to look in the back of my freezer and find those delicious custards. You know how they have in Portugal those little custard things, desserts they sell with that nice cinnamon taste? Well, I got some hidden in the back of the freezer, and I'm going to take them out and pop them in that air fryer and make me a cup of coffee before my people return, interrupting my solitude. So thank you all very much. Happy Independence Day. And it has been 250 years since, I guess, what was it, Declaration of Independence? Signing the Declaration? What happened in 1787? Okay, 1976, 1787. I always get confused which was which. But anyway, it's 250 years. Who would have thought we would make it? Looks like we made it. Look how far we come, my baby. Might have taken the long way. They said, I bet they'll never make it, but just look at how far we've come. Still together. I forgot the words. Oh, man. Anyway, thank you guys. Oh, thank you so much for that. Bye, everyone. Have a nice holiday and stay cool. Thank you very much, Gwendolyn Daniels. I'm sorry, Gwen. Is it Gwendolyn or Gwen? I always call you Gwendolyn. I have some family over in Europe right now. They are, they're, let me see, where were they at? I think they were just in Amsterdam. I think this is a little picture from Amsterdam. Anyway, isn't that beautiful? And if you ask me right now, if you were to ask me right now, where would you like your family to be? Of course, the proper thing to say is here with me, but I think they should all be in Europe right now. Oh, they should all be in Europe right now. Not just one, everyone. I'm just kidding. I love my family. But no matter how much I love them, I still find myself asking the same question.
Who do they think they are?
I do. I always find myself asking that question.
Who do they think they are?
I'm sorry. I can't help it. I always knew that someday I would grow up and become an old, cranky old man.
Hey, girl, sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Stars.
Okay, and I'm going to share one of my last favorite emotions. Some things don't need words, do they? Sometimes it doesn't take words, it just takes a look. Yep, sometimes that's all it takes. Anyway, they're leaving tomorrow. I will talk to y'all soon. They're leaving tomorrow. Just in case somebody snuck back in here, they're leaving tomorrow. Okay, love you guys. See you next time.